2025 is going to be one of the craziest years of all time. So, like, last year, about a month ago, Fangamer releases this trailer right here for Off, which is, like, already crazy. People were, like, going crazy on Twitter because Mortis Ghost was, like, posting stuff about Off for, like, the first time in years. And, like, also show that there seemed to be, like, maybe some new areas and stuff being added to the game. And in description, they announce, one of the most influential RPGs of the last 20 years is coming to Nintendo Switch and Steam, following an all-new battle system and new areas and hidden bosses from the game's creator, Mortis Ghost, coming in 2025. So, this is already insane, right? Today, they just revealed the music used in this trailer was made by Toby Fox. And not only that, Toby Fox is going to be working on the entire new version of the game's soundtrack. What? Where did this come from? And how did this happen? So, like, obviously, Toby Fox's music is some of my favorite of all time. But outside of, you know, Undertale and Deltarune, if I, like, had to choose, like, a game that is one of my favorite soundtracks, it would definitely be Off. I use Off music pretty often in my videos. And now Toby Fox is working on Off's soundtrack. And you can see in my Discord, I just told someone who's also an Off and Undertale fan about this, so they're probably messaging me like crazy now. Jeez. So, I saw that there are also apparently Off newsletters for me to look out for now. So I figured I could just go ahead and read this on camera. Toby Fox joins the soundtrack. And like many games, Off is among the games that inspired Undertale 2, so that's just like another layer of craziness to Toby Fox working on this soundtrack. Hi everyone, I hope you are well. I'm very happy to say hello to you in this first newsletter. The feedback has been numerous and very enthusiastic since the announcement of the collaboration with Fangamer, and then of the new version of Off. And it reassured me and made me very happy. Thank you for all your comments and kind messages. Today we announced the Toby Fox collaboration. There's a Toby Fox interview? Oh, this is a newsletter, huh? Alright. When did you first play Off? How did you discover Off? I first discovered it on the starman.net forums, an Earthbound fan website, of course, whose staff eventually created Fangamer. Oh! Wow. Didn't expect to get Fangamer lore here. The initial English fan translation was done by someone who posted there. Ah. How has it influenced your own work? I think the character designs inspire me the most. I do remember the original design for Papyrus actually looked really similar to, what's the boss of the first zone's name again? Is it like Dodon? I really do not remember, but oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, I actually did remember her name right, Dodon. Papyrus's appearance was initially inspired by the first boss of Off, Dodon. Next, Sansa's character was inspired a bit by Zachary and the Judge. I can definitely see that. Think about it, he is reliable, friendly, humorous guy that shows up throughout the adventure and you never quite know what his deal is. He never stops smiling either. As for why he would have similarities to the Judge, well... By the way, the idea to use jazz music in the Battle of Napstablook was also inspired by... I can't believe I never realized that. You fight a ghost and it plays jazzy music. Wow. Huh. Who's your favorite character? Everybody is great. Additionally, I like the burnt Elson with his neck going off the top of the screen. What do you think fans of your own game would like about Off? The atmosphere, character designs, and bizarre story and world, the mix of humor and horror. I agree, if you are a fan of Undertale and Deltarune, check out this new version of Off when it comes out. Please, like, I'm doing PR for this thing at this point. I am all in. If they haven't heard the first version of the soundtrack, they might like my songs. But I would also recommend they check out the soundtrack for the original freeware version. It's free. Okay, so I was wondering if they were just going to add new songs to the soundtrack that already exists, but it sounds like they're completely replacing it. Interesting. I actually think that is pretty exciting. What element are you? Meat. What did you think about composing some tracks for the new soundtrack? By the way, I guess while we're here, I should just mention a long time ago, I made this like small kind of dumb animation where the batter teams up with the human to fight Sans and the judge. It's like a really short little thing. Some of the animation in it actually I'm proud of, and some of it I just look back and like but that's just another funny thing. Anyways, what did you think about composing some tracks for a new soundtrack? Well, it's a complicated feeling. I get it. Let me clarify. Obviously, Fangamer and Mortis wanted to use the original soundtrack. They tried to reach out to the composer ACC to get the rights to it, but ultimately he felt nervous about signing anything and disappeared. Oh. However, he has stated that he doesn't mind that his music isn't being used, and he has no problem with the new soundtrack. So it's a bit weird, but everything is chill. That's good. That being said, Off is a very atmospheric and memorable game, and the soundtrack contributed a lot to that. It's an integral part of the memories that people have built of this game. Trying to replace those songs feels like breaking into somebody's house and pasting your face into their family photo album. But Mortis asked me if I was interested, and given that his game really inspired me, and he's a super nice guy, I decided I would try my best to help, to ensure that new players, even if they didn't get the exact same experience, would get a pretty cool one. I ended up handling a lot of boss tracks. Oh, I am so excited for Toby Fox off boss tracks. What is this timeline? If we get an off version of... there is like a 10% chance we're going to get an off version of Megalovania, and I am not ready for that. Like, most likely we're not, because that's like more of a like Toby Fox theme, like in Toby Fox's own works. There's usually a version of Megalovania. But man, an official off version of Megalovania would be amazing. And like, there's so much... there's so many connections you can make between Undertale's genocide route and Off in general, so in a way, I feel like having a version of Megalovania and Off would be a crazy way to come full circle. Please, please, I will pray to the angel, to even him if I have to. Off Megalovania, I want it really bad now that I've thought of it. I attempted to match the game's style by aiming for idiosyncrasy and atmosphere over everything else. I think the results are pretty cool. I also was assigned the normal battle theme. Whoa, that's like... I feel like that must be especially crazy for Toby Fox because Pepper Steak is probably the most iconic track from Off, so being told, yeah, you're going to make the new version of that song must be a lot for him. I'm gonna be honest, just feels like I got assigned to take a bullet in the back for everybody else. Yeah, like, everyone's gonna, like, scrutinize it and be like, I prefer the original because it does this and this. I looked up almost every jazz song from the 1920s. I commissioned Carlos to make an entire fake jazz song for me so I could cut it up into samples. Oh, that's really interesting. I tried making like 6 entirely different songs, but nothing I could come up with on my own felt quite right. In the end, I summoned Camellia to help me out by remixing my first track into multiple more versions. And so ultimately I think it'll feel pretty cool as you go through the game. But I'll be the first to say that I can't replace your memories. White Meat, which is what I'm listening to right now. Alright, the song you heard in trailer might appear in the game. I'm actually quite proud of that one. I think it's the best track I made. Apparently no one realized it was me, so I feel pretty good. Yeah, who would have freaking guessed? But yeah, unironically though, I think Toby Fox, from what I'm hearing so far, has done a good job. It all sounds really good. By the way, I did the music for free, and I'll upload my tracks for free after the game comes out. Thank you, you are too generous, Mr. Fox. Personally, I don't think the original music is replaceable, so I want to treat what I made like fan music, made just out of love and respect for the original. Alright, see ya. I could make so many jokes about Materia Collective drama right now, but I'm just gonna move on. So that's the first off newsletter. And Chapters 3 and 4 are coming out this year, and this version of Off is coming out this year. This is insane. What? At this rate, Gaster is going to appear in Off. I mean, he'd fit with the black and white aesthetic. So you scroll down, there's a little ghost. There's Ghost, and there's the Judge. There's Off merch. I might have to get this. Maybe. Oh, wow, that's great. Ooh. Off comic book? Or it's of. Whoa, it looks like it's about the Judge and the... I don't remember exactly what the kid is called. Okay, we are getting deep Off lore. What the heck is happening? Judge plush. The Batter's hat, of course, the Batter's jersey. Ooh, nice t-shirts. Ooh, and poster. Wow. But yeah, there's like so much happening this year that I'm excited for, but this is by far the most insane announcement. Like, I'm having trouble comprehending that this is even real. I just remembered there's more to the newsletter. This is just the interview. Holy crap. Okay, today we announced the Toby Fox collaboration on the different combat themes of the new version. I didn't miss anything else? Okay. This is information that I couldn't yet give during the presentation livestream, and it wasn't easy to keep my mouth shut about it, because I'm really proud and happy that he's participating in the project. I love his work, obviously, and it's very exciting to have him in the team, and for such an important role. The music he composes is, I think, really excellent, and I can't wait for you to discover it in-game. They obviously don't aim to eclipse the original Alias Conrad Coldwood soundtrack, but you'll see that they offer a fascinating alternative to it, completely respectful of the original atmosphere, while bringing something new and very impactful. I still have trouble not listening to certain themes on repeat. Well, that's all for today. I'll send you a kiss and see you next time. Good luck with the coldly cold breath of winter. By the way, I recorded this the day after I recorded my walk through the snow in Florida, which you will probably see that clip whenever chapters 3 and 4 come out. But anyways, hey there everyone, thank you very much for the kind reception during the announcement last month. With your support, we have just reached 50,000 wish lists on Steam, and a few thousand pre-orders for the physical editions on Nintendo Switch. It's been a pleasure to watch old fans return to the game and new fans discover it. We'll have much more to talk about in the coming months as we get closer to release. Keep an eye on this space as we'll be sending these newsletters periodically to provide development updates and make a few more announcements about what's new in the game. In the meantime, if you have not yet, please wishlist us on Steam. Every wishlist helps. Alright, I have declared that I will be... While everyone is covering the Deltarune newsletters, I mean, I covered a fair bit of them myself, of course, but I think I am now going to be focusing on covering off newsletters. That is going to be my gig now. I will be covering the greatest French RPG of all time. Ooh. And like, what's really amazing about this is... Ooh, I didn't even see this. But what's amazing about this is, like, one of the biggest complaints I've seen people have about OFF is that they just didn't like the combat system. So, them, like, redoing that, I feel like will just be, like, it very huge and, like, expanding the game's community and whatnot. But let me take a look at this. Of course, every time a new version of a quirky RPG gets made, they have to add in borders. Very nice. So it looks like here's a Zone 0 border. This is a border for the library. The Zone 1 mines. The room. Not to be confused with the funny movie. Then I think this is Zone 3. Yeah, Zone 3 is the factory, I believe. And just empty border. Oh, and this is a completely new area right here. Wasn't even really paying attention. Looks like everything else is stuff. But yeah, this last one is something completely new. Looks like you can see something. Get it? I am hyped. This is... I guess you could say this year is about to pop off.